Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to open up and disassemble this ASUS UX534F notebook PC. Alright, so the screws were already removed by the customer, so we're basically just going to be removing the bottom cover. Alright, this had a broken hinge. We actually repaired it with epoxy. But let's see. Okay, let's see if we can pull it up from here. Okay, that's going to be tough. So probably the easiest way, let's see, is the gap is here. So I'm going to go with my fingernails there and push with my thumb on the palm rest, not the touchpad, just the palm rest area. Okay, so we're going to do that. And we're going to go on the other side as well. You can see it's popping open very easily. And then once we get in there, we can kind of go along while we're opening it and go along the side here. Okay, and let's see, we got that. Then we're going to go along here. There's a strong clip in the middle, and we do need to pop the back here up before we can get that out. So you kind of just wiggle this and pull it, slide it over that way as you're kind of lifting. And you can see we kind of lifted that. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and go over here. Oops. You need to make sure to keep a side lifted so you can get in. Okay, and then same thing, we're going to kind of pull it over this way. Oh, it's actually really stuck on this side. You might have to kind of help pull it a little. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So I pushed down with my thumb and pulled up with my fingernails here, and it's popping up. Okay, now let's see if we can kind of wiggle it over to the side a little. Nope, these clips are super strong actually. So let's see. Come on, let go. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I just pulled up here and pushed down with my thumb and it came out. All right, so there we go. There's the bottom cover removed. All right, and here is the JB Weld you can see that we put into here. So if you're wondering, I put a little plastic wrap thing to help prevent the cover from sticking to it. And I should be able to peel this up. Not all of it, but I'm just gonna peel off the excess here. Kind of get it out of the way. Okay, I can, let's see here, give me a second. Oh, give me a second. All right, so let's see. I mean, this isn't gonna be something you guys are gonna be having to deal with because you're not probably removing your thing to fix the hinge. But there's one screw here holding this down. I'm gonna remove that. Okay, and then hopefully you can see we can lift this up, and I'm gonna try and peel more of this plastic out. There we go. And we'll get out most of that. Okay, and I just used this so that the epoxy JB Weld doesn't stick to the fan heatsink assembly, so you can see it can still move and be removed. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna put this screw back in. And then let's go ahead and go over the internal components for you guys to see. All right. So this connector, I actually have a video showing this on a lot of other models. There's a very common ASUS battery connector. So there's this little silver clip. So you move that up and then you can actually pull this clip out. So make sure you're only pulling on the white part, and then you can, come on. Yeah, man, you gotta kind of wiggle it. It is slid all the way. And then you gotta kind of wiggle it, and it'll eventually pop up. Come on, there you go, just like that. Anyways, I'm gonna leave that in there because I don't want the BIOS and everything to reset. I just wanted to show you how that works. We're gonna slide this metal tab back down. Right, it just barely slides over that little tab to keep it from coming out. Alright, there's not really much you can do in here. Okay, so I believe this is the RAM soldered to the motherboard. Okay, you got the CPU soldered to the motherboard, GPU soldered to the motherboard. If you remove the heatsink, you do need to redo the thermal paste on both CPU and GPU dies. You got the fan connector here. You got the LCD LVDS connector here. Actually, I don't know if that's the LCD LVDS or this one. One is for that, and one is usually for the touchscreen or cameras and stuff. If you're going to mess with those cables, it's very important that you disconnect the battery connector here, open the laptop, and then press and hold the power button for at least 15 seconds. All right, there's an M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD here, one screw, then it pops up slightly and you can pull it out. You will want to transfer over this thermal pad to help with cooling the SSD. All right, these kinds of connectors, you pull them up by this little black tab. Usually it doesn't come up easily, so I usually use my fingernail and help pop it up from one side at the same time. You got this little connector here for the two lights there. Okay, this has a little flip latch here that once you flip that up, you can pull that out. Battery model is right there. C42N1839. Okay, and yeah, there's some screws holding that in place. I'm gonna leave it alone, but I see 1, 2, 3. Oops, sorry, I should zoom out. All right. Let's zoom out all the way. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3 screws, and then most likely it just flips up slightly and slides out that way. You got the speaker connector here, which goes around, and then wire goes from that speaker to this speaker. Okay, and then we have another fan here, fan connector. Wireless card is soldered to the motherboard here. If you want to pull the antennas up, you go from the tails and pull straight up. And I think that's pretty much all there is to show in here. There's no upgradable RAM, just the SSD. So yeah, all right. Anyways, let's go ahead and reassemble this. The customer brought this in just for that hinge issue, and I just wanted to kind of show you what's inside this computer. If you were to open yours and you wanted to upgrade, you can upgrade the SSD, and then you can replace the speaker, battery, fans, and yeah. All right, that's pretty much it. We're gonna just put this back on, snap this all back together. Okay, get everything lined up, click everything back into place. Okay, and that I guess snapped in easily. I didn't even hear a bunch of clicks or anything, but there we go. And that's pretty much it. So the hinge works on it now, and it's turning on. They didn't give me their charger, so if the battery's low or dead, then we're not going to be able to do anything about it. But the power light is on. Since I disconnected the battery for a bit, the BIOS CMOS might reset. Hopefully the screen will come up normally. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all there is to it. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. There you go. Alright, and if it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. If you can't help out that way, it would help a lot if you could watch a few of my other videos and then like and comment on those as well. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Alright, yeah, not really much else. Oh, if you make any big hardware changes, I always recommend in Windows to do a restart, okay? Because if you just shut down, it doesn't do a complete system like file reset. Alright, anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next one. Strap this. Bye.